ready?
Ready. Let's go.
Hi and welcome to my review of The Flash. So we did a trailer review a couple of months back, and I think from watching it now to the trailer, it's basically what we expected. It is a big budget movie. I think it cost like 200 to 300 million to make. So let's hope DC can get their money back. So far I've been tracking it and it's not so good box office, but that's based on what's come before it. Your Black Adams and Shazam, which haven't performed well, plus Ezra Miller has some issues. So a little history on the movie. This was supposed to have come out, I think, in 2016. It got pushed back many times. We had different directors. Then it got pushed back because of Ezra Miller. Then DC had new ownership. So it's a big mess, but they managed to actually get us a working movie, and it's not so bad. So story-wise, it's basically Flashpoint. You have Ezra Miller's character, Barry, who wants to go back and change things because his dad's parole is not working so good, plus his mom's dead. So he figures out he can now travel back in time to specific points, and that's what he does. He goes and changes something, and basically it ripples into the future. It's basically a little bit of Back to the Future movie here, which is really good to see that concept. I want to see a Back to the Future movie, and it's done, I think, really well. You have the two Ezras. Ezra Miller really does well playing two characters. It shows his acting ability. I think that's one. The younger one is very the comic relief and naive, where the older one is more the mentor and he's trying to put him in the right way. So it's a good arc. You actually see the origin story of the Flash as well, yeah, which we never got in the other movies. So people who haven't seen it, of course we've seen the TV series, but it's nice to see it on the big screen. So that continues there. Then you have the repercussions of them changing things, and they have to try and fix it. They run into Michael Keaton's Batman. So we do get Ben Affleck at the start, and then we get Michael Keaton. So he's brilliant. You get the old Batman score, and he whoops ass in the movie. He's a little bit old, but it might take you out if you're watching it, but it's fine. Then you get Sasha Calle as Supergirl. Yes, there's no Superman here, but the Supergirl, she's brilliant, I think, in this role. And hopefully she gets cast as Supergirl in future movies. I think she's up for it. It suits her, this character, and she's badass. Then we've got Michael Shannon as Zod again. He's the big, I want to say he's the baddie, because end of the day, there is no baddie in the movie. I think that may be a little bit of a problem, but he's technically one of the negative or bad people in the movie, and he actually wins in this one. I don't know, this is spoilers. So the whole idea is you can't really change the past, and I think that's the big concept about it. It's in life as well, I guess. That's the storyline. Whatever you try to do to fix the past, you can't do that. You just have to go on with the future and live life is what Barry needs to do. There is some spoilers now that I'm really going to go into. So after he fixes things again, there is a merge of the universe. And you've got George Clooney back as Batman. I'm not too sure if this is going to be the main universe, because I know Ezra Miller is out. So it could be just adjacent DCU, but you've got Aquaman in there, but you could have Aquaman in another universe as well. So I think this will just be an adjacent universe, and you could have a new Flash and maybe a new Batman in another universe coming soon. So let's see what shakes up. We're not going to see it in Aquaman, we're not going to see it in Blue Beetle, maybe a little bit in Blue Beetle, maybe in a post-credit, but nothing official as yet. So we've got some waiting to do. We have to wait for Superman Legacy to really know what's happening. The visual effects, I will give it a 7 out of 10. There's some stuff that's really out of this world. I think the Flash fighting scenes, the opening sequence, those things are just like really top notch. And then you get some really dodgy stuff when they're trying to bring back old characters and stuff like that. You're like, oh my god. There's a big one with Nicolas Cage as Superman. Some people don't know that Nicolas Cage was going to be Superman. This was supposed to be before Justice League, but it got canned, and they had even had costumes and concepts done. So this is one of the things when I saw it, I was like, only a few people will get this. It's an Easter egg. If you want, go and research it on YouTube. You'll find a movie on it, I think, as well. It explains the whole movie. It's supposed to be a brilliant movie if it came out, or very weird Superman. So that's one to do research on. So my rating for this movie, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. We've never had a Flash on the big screen. I think they've done a good job considering all of the issues they had trying to get this movie up and running. Yeah, predictable, but we knew what we were getting. So catch us in the channel for more reviews, previews, and everything else in movies.